1, 2, 3-ish, 4, 5, 6 something, and another 3 right there. So we have a lot of things to catch up with in regards to my personal collection of writing instruments. Yep. Super happy to have you back for another video on the BENI YouTube channel. My name is Emmy, I'm going to be your host, and in this sort of a format we showcase my collection updates in which I'm just sharing with you all what's been going on in my private, personal, but shared fountain pen / writing instruments collection. And by the end of the video you will know why I said writing instruments besides the fountain pen, because we have a few things to catch up with. Lately it's been a struggle to keep up with the pace of my collection and to share those updates with you all, and I'm super happy because I have here a large pen tray which is filled. Every single slot of it is filled with something new. I'm gonna start first with something which I have been saying that sometime at one moment I'm gonna get one of these models, and I kept prolonging that moment until I've seen this writing instrument and I said, no, this is it. This is the one that will be mine. You know that I have a acquired taste, better said, in regards of Urushi fountain pens. Well, the latest acquisition in my personal writing instruments collection is none other than the Sailor 1911 Kuro Beni. This amazing pen just recently showed up in stock, and I said, no, this is not going in stock in the all pieces that we received. One will be with me, and this is the amazing Kuro Beni. I just love this black over red scheme with Urushi, and this goes back all the way up to something which I think it's gonna be very familiar. Let me put it side by side, this one. This is my Nikaya dorsal fin V2 with the Kuro Taminuri, and this is the black over red from Nikaya. This 1911 will open up, so more of the red should be visible, and this is the current state of my Nikaya dorsal fin V2 after a few years since I've got this pen. So the black coating will let more of the red to be seen as the Urushi will cure, and with exposure to light, Urushi is just like a breathing and leaving finish, so it actually changes with time, with the use, with the way it is stored, and it is something which I adore because your pen is going to be unique to you alone. I cannot wait to see how this 1911 Kuro Beni will develop its rather unique red color. This comes with that sweet, gorgeous size 8, and this is the 21 karat gold nib, and it's a medium. I just love the Sailor nibs. There is a lot of things out there which are to be considered grail pens with grail nibs and writing experiences that are just out of this world. This is one of those, and if you've seen my video with my top 10 fountain pens, you know that I'm a huge fan of this 21 karat gold nib because that was #1 on my list. We have like 2 of this more for our inventory stock at Pen Venture, so if you want to pick up one of this, it's a limited edition of 120 writing instruments worldwide, which I believe it's going to be sold out rather soon because this is rare. It comes with the clip. This is one of those features that made me say pass to something similar to this which came without the clip. I just love the clip. I'm gonna update the list down below, and we're gonna move to the next fountain pen because we have a lot of fountain pens to go through. Not only fountain pens. Well, it's gonna be a surprise. I'm gonna show you in just a few moments. My next acquisition, or better said gift, because this is something that I've received, and I am not ashamed to say that I'm a huge fan of fountain pens as being gifts. No. If you want to make a gift and I'm gonna be the recipient for that gift, there is nothing that puts a smile on my face than something that has to do with writing and fountain pens. And not only that, if it's gifts, I'm gonna accept anything and everything, inks, paper, you name it, I will accept it. Jokes aside, this is a special gift from a good friend of mine, and it is a Waterman. It is none other than Bleu de Paris limited edition, and excuse my French because I don't know how that it is pronounced, but the fountain pen itself, it is breathtaking in its beauty. Have a look at those details. So the barrel, it's just amazing. Those lines and the geometrical patterns on them, and we have these cutouts, and it is just something which screams and oozes elegance, and that very, very interesting characteristics that will make you ask, what is that? Can I have a look? It's ink top, and this gold nib, it's something which I am very, very interested about, because I have not met too many Waterman writing instruments right here on the review desk and all together. So I am just like a sponge trying to absorb what it means to have a nice writing instrument with an exceptional nib from Waterman, and how that is translated into daily ownership and use. Let me know if you want to see a video review for such a writing instrument, because I believe the nib is very unique and it is apart from what we have readily available at PenVenture. And if you want to have a look at this nib in particular and the writing instrument, let me know, and I'm gonna be having a review for all of you in just a few weeks or so. Now, in between this, let's showcase a writing instrument which I sacrificed. Basically, it is sort of destroyed, to say so, and it is not a inexpensive pen. No, no, no. On the contrary, it's a very expensive one, and it is a Sailor King of Pen Complete Demo. I had this pen for a while now. So the pen is actually now blank. I've extracted most of the parts from it. I've helped a few friends of mine that had need for some of the parts in that pen, and the most important thing in that pen was the sole, the writing point, the nib, the 21 karat gold nib. I had to give up on that pen because I dropped it. I have shattered one of the internal parts of it, tried to repair it. The repair was quite costly, and it meant to have a lot of time in waiting to be sent to Japan and back. And I decided to just cut my losses and to get something interesting out of it. Now you will find that specific nib in something super interesting like this Titan from 5040. Let's have a look how things are now. So this is the stunning 21 karat gold nib, and this is now available with a ebonite feeder, and it is installed here. I am not advising you to try to do something similar. It took a lot of skill, it took a lot of modding, it took a lot of knowledge to actually make this work. In the end, the result was worth it. I cannot wait to showcase this writing experience with you all, and if the video will not be that long, we're gonna have some writing samples with some of this fountain pens, just to showcase how great is now the writing experience with such a writing instrument. I believe this is one of those matches, to say so, pen plus nib and everything, which I just simply go for it, because usually I'm not a huge fan of modded pens. I just like to keep them stock. I have like 4 of these writing instruments. I can show you. So I have one with the open barrel. Now this is the forged carbon fiber with its normal barrel. Then I have the full titanium with the normal barrel, full titanium with the smoke barrel. All are inked up, all are in use, to say so. It is amazing when you have a little bit of diversity, and the nib on this one I believe will make it stand far out of the others, and I will reach out more for it. So it took a huge cost because I had to just extract the writing point of the Sailor, but basically since it was damaged and I was able to help some friends that were in need of some parts, I said it is a cost that I'm willing to go for it. With that being said, the sailor is no longer on the list, so it's gonna be cut from the list. So now the nib resides in this 5040 Titan. Moving forward, let's showcase the Gravitas pultruded carbon fiber piston black. It is one of my most used pens because it is very comfortable. It is rather light for its size. The nib, it's the 8 steel nib with the ebonite feeder, writes like magic. Medium point on that, and on a prototype I had like a fine. Now, before continuing further, let me showcase the part in which we, if you remember correctly, I said at the beginning of the video, writing instruments and not only fountain pens. So we're gonna get into that part as soon as I get a sip of coffee. God, I love coffee. Ooh, coffee is the best. I hope you can suspect what I'm gonna show you. It's inside this box right here, and it's from Faber-Castell, and it is lovely. It is pencils, or better said, it is the perfect pencil, not your normal pencil. It's the perfect pencil. So this is the perfect pencil from Faber-Castell, and this is also a gift. So I received this like around the Christmas, I believe. And I remember saying to a close friend of mine that I like this, and he went for it and just sent me this with a nice letter. So I do appreciate that gift a lot. And I've been using it quite often because why not? It's the perfect pencil. And by the looks of it, it's quite short. Look how short is the pencil, because I've used it quite a lot. The use for this pencil is, for me, it's where I need to do accounting stuff. So I need to put in some codes, and I need to work in the accounting books, and I need to just be sure that if I put something on an invoice or something like this, I can go with an eraser and wipe that and put something back and erase it. So for me, pencils are very, very handy. But after I had my appetite open up for something like this, I said, well, you know that they have also a black version. So I got a black version just as well. This is the black Faber-Castell Perfect Pencil, and I just love this. I have not used it. Look at them side by side, because you can actually see how much of that natural look, the natural wood version, how much I went through. This is the black version, which I just simply like a lot, because it comes with this gorgeous, gorgeous black, all blacked out and everything pencil, and I just love this. You know that there is a version that's called the Magnum. It's actually, I got a Magnum just as well. The black is also available in the Magnum series, and the Magnum, it's a little bit girthier than the normal one. Just to be honest with everyone, I don't think this is too practical, at least for my intended purpose. I use these pencils to write down something small on an invoice, so having something like this, which is quite thick in comparison to something which you would normally call a pencil, I don't see it as being practical, but I like it. Don't get me wrong, I just love it. It is something which I believe its intended purpose is for drawing more. This is not preventing me from having fun with this pencil, and to share with you all, if you want to see a in-depth review regarding something which is outside of the realm of fountain pens that are using ink, ballpoints, rollers and everything, let me know, and I can share with you more of this writing instruments, because I use a lot of writing instruments like this in my daily routine. I went to architectural high school, so I've used pencils quite a lot. Isographs, pencils, mechanical pencils. I enjoy those writing instruments as much as I enjoy fountain pens and everything. So I can show you something nice from Blackwing. We just recently partnered up with Blackwing, and we're gonna have quite a lot of those very interesting notebooks, pencils from Blackwing. Point guard, something like this, which protects the tip. So if this is something which is interesting for you, and if you want to learn more about this writing instruments which are not fountain pens, let me know. Let's get some videos done and let's share some of these writing instruments with you all, and soon you will have them available also at PenVenture. It's going to be a unique way of expressing your desires for writing and basically what you get back as a feedback from the action, or better said, the motion of writing, because all of these writing instruments not only serve a purpose of being tools that leave a trail behind and help you to write down different things that you want in a diary or a to-do list or whatever way you intend to use them. They also offer something back in return, and that feedback comes from the motion of writing. So a pencil, different kind of feedback or sensation when you write with it. The roller, different use, different feedback than the fountain pen just as well. So if you want to see more pencils, we have plenty of them just as well. Now, let's continue. Quite handy, these boxes. I love them, and I have 3 of them, which I've put the 3 perfect pencils in one, and in the other 2 that I have right there, I'm keeping some of my Urushi fountain pens because I can close the lid and I can protect the Urushi coating from the light. So these boxes are quite useful. Now, let's showcase 2 more writing instruments which are unique, and I bet you are going to be enjoying this quite a lot. And we have the Zirconium Pocket Pen. This is not yet launched. This is soon to be launched from Gravitas, but this is the final form of the fountain pen. We've got all of them in our inventory and we cannot wait to launch this pen. The Zirconium Pocket Pen is a project of mine because I was the one that proposed to have this material migrated from the Quark to a pocket model, and this is something which I am super happy that Ben accepted this proposition of getting such a material into this shape. It is very interesting, very unique to the touch. It is a pocket pen, but by something which I call research. Most of this material is used in the nuclear industry worldwide, and in the form of tubes, what you have in this pen right here, it is used to have nuclear fuel rods. I don't know about you, but tell me, which other pen company offers a nuclear fuel rod pen? Not too many. I know one. This will be launched rather soon. This is something which I am enjoying for quite some time. This is something that you will have also the pleasure to enjoy from Gravitas, from PenVenture, and also from the Gravitas retailing network. This comes with a black nib, blacked out nib. It is a stunning material. I just think that this black color, as simple as it is alive. Hold one in your hands and tell me that is not unique, and this is something which you can see every single day with any single other writing instrument. I think this will be something super interesting. This is the Gravitas Monster filler Kraken, and this is something which is in testing. This is the first production prototype, so there are gonna be another version, and this is not the final version. This is made in Ultim in order to be able to spot what is going on inside and how things are working in the fountain pen itself. Changes will be happening, and those changes will make their own way into the final form of the pen. But I have 2 of this right here, one with a nib, one without, and I've been testing this writing instrument for a few weeks, and it is amazing. This is not your typical vacuum filling pen. This is unique. This has one of the largest capacities for ink that you will find, and the only standard that I could be saying that holds a humongous capacity of ink would be the Emperor, the Namiki Emperor. Well, the Namiki Emperor fits in the body of the pen something like 6 milliliters of ink. Now, to put that in perspective, you will fill that pen with ink and you will write something like a few months with it, at least in my normal daily use. With this writing instrument right here, it will fit something like 7+ milliliters of ink. That is 1 milliliter above. Those are the updates in regards of my personal fountain pen collection. Let's try to have like a few writing samples with these pens. If you enjoy my content, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. This will help me a lot with the YouTube algorithm and everything. We've upgraded the sound, so right now possibly you spot a little bit of a difference in regards of the sound. I hope it's better, and I hope we're gonna get more of the actual sound of the nib in writing as we record. Let me know if you spot any differences from the past videos just as well. Another sip of coffee, because why not? And let's go with 1911. Ooh. This is the Kuro Beni, and the ink that I have here is the Sailor Magno Ume. I just love this ink. I love it. I don't know why, I don't know how, because I'm not a huge fan of this in-between reddish brownish colors. Like, it's not red, it's not brown, but I love it. A little bit of feedback, enough to make it perfect. You actually feel the vibrations of the paper, and I hope I can translate this sound and the feel that I have from this fountain pen and writing with you all through the new sound and everything. So let's proceed with the next fountain pen, the Waterman. And just like I told you, this Waterman has a little bit more feedback than what I would consider to be my usual dose of feedback, but I left this nib untouched because this is something that you will experience if you purchase one of these writing instruments. So I need to understand what's going on in order to adapt to it and to better translate for you, our audience, how are those writing instruments in use from Waterman. So it is wet, not too much, moderate. I would make it a little bit more wet. So this is the limited edition Bleu de Paris, and as an ink I have Shizuko Shinkai. I hope the new microphone gets this. So this is the feedback that you would get from something like this. If you want to see a more in-depth video with this writing instrument, let me know, because I will be more than happy to showcase something like this with you all. And let's continue with the Sailor mod, to say so. This is the 21 karat gold nib from Sailor, which I transplanted it to a 5040 Titan. Just love this. I've used this pen for a few weeks, and I keep reaching for it back and forth always. So this is the 5040. Used to be like a 4 in the middle, 4T, and this is the Titan. The nib is the 21 karat gold Sailor, and the ink that I have here is Iroshizuku Fuyu Gaki. This is something which makes me just pick up the pen and find silly reasons to write with it. This is the current update in regards of my personal fountain pen collection. Let me know which one is the one that you like most. Let me know which one is the pen that you want to see more of it on our channel. Let me know what you think about this recent changes and updates and everything. Share some of your updates. What's new in your collection? Thank you very much for sticking around on this video with me. I hope you enjoy my content. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section down below. Super happy to be with you all for a new video. If you want to support the growth of the Pen Venture YouTube channel, don't forget to subscribe. It's very easy. Just click there, turn the notification bell on, and you will be notified whenever we have new content. If you want to continue watching my previous videos, you have this right here. Click and enjoy. As always, I'm your host Aaron from Pen Venture. I look forward to seeing you next video. Take care, stay safe, bye bye.